Hey guys, Stephanie Zima here, My Way of Life Coaching. And if you are new to me, I help online entrepreneurs, network marketers, social sellers, whatever you want to call yourself, anybody who is building a business online to get off that emotional roller coaster that's keeping you trapped and feeling miserable and stuck to a solid foundation of knowing that you have confidence, sales skills, that you are able to have a good mission, vision, and values, that you know what actions to take onto a solid foundation from where you can build your business. Okay. Too many network marketers are missing out on the opportunity of winning because they're simply stuck in their mindset. They're stuck in overthinking things. They're stuck in imposter syndrome, doubt, self-doubt, all these things. And personal development is so vital for success and for you to actually being able to implement some of the skills that you're needing to learn in this industry. So I will help you with personal development. I will help you with your mindset. I will help you with your emotions, with your becoming the resilient, unstoppable person that you need to be to win in your business. Okay, and today we're going to be talking about overcoming imposter syndrome in a competitive industry, because it is very competitive. Things are changing all the time. Everybody has new trends. People are looking different. It is so competitive, right? So how are you going to handle all this pressure? How are you going to stand up and rise to this pressure that is out there when you already feel like an imposter, right? And that's what we're going to talk about today. So first and foremost, I want you to recognize that feeling like this is completely normal. Okay, every entrepreneur, no matter what business you're in, feels like that. Everyone has somewhat of like a nervous belly. Someone is like, ugh, am I enough? Am I not enough? Everyone feels that. And if you're not feeling that, you are not playing big enough. So getting used to this outside of your comfort zone feeling, this nervousness, this doubting feeling is really quite normal. And the way how I trained myself to be okay with this feeling was that I recognized that the feeling of excitement is the exact same feeling as this nervous feeling. So when you think about it and you feel into your body and you're just kind of like getting in this, you start realizing that the same body sensation is happening when you're feeling excited versus when you feel nervous. And when you start recognizing this, then you can flip the switch and you can say immediately that when you feel nervous, I am just literally so excited about this to happen, right? It helps your brain to take better action, when you flip the switch a little bit. So just recognize it's totally normal. Okay. Second step would be imposter syndrome thrives on emotions, right? We know that. We know that the only way how we can feel like an imposter is if we allow these emotions that are coming with that, the doubt, the fear, if we allow that to pop in, that's when imposter syndrome really kind of grows. That's what we know. So what we need to do to overcome that is we need to list all of our achievements and skills. Okay, what do you know today about yourself? What do you know today? What are you really, really good at? So what does that look like? It's, sometimes we listen to these trainings videos and we don't really know, what does that look like? Well, how do I apply this? So when you're a network marketer, for example, and you have a health and wellness product that you're wanting to sell, now you could say, hey, listen, I can't do that. I cannot do that because I don't know anything about the products. I don't know anything what they do. I'm brand new. I can't sell this. I can't talk about this. Okay, that's the imposter syndrome. You start this. There's some facts to it. If you're brand new, you are really maybe possibly not knowing how to do this. You're possibly not able to actually do it. And so your imposter is not wrong. Your imposter is actually quite right. You're feeling all this negative emotion about it because it's fear, right? So what could you do? You can list your achievements, meaning, hey, what did I do? I purchased this welcome pack. I trusted my friend, or I trusted X, Y, and Z wellness coach, whoever sold you these products. Why did I trust that person? Because maybe they have been in that company for a long time. Maybe you like them because you've seen their results. Maybe whatever it is, write that down. And then what you do is you think about what could you bring new customers to the table. Okay. That's where personal development really kicks in, you guys. Okay. That's why online entrepreneurs need to have personal development, because you cannot self-promote yourself if you don't know what you are good at. So for example, when I did this work, I knew I was really good at fighting for people that couldn't fight for themselves. I am really good at being resilient. So even if I fail, I will not give up. Okay. I knew that I had a mentality of no troll left behind. So that means everyone who wants to run with me, I knew I was going to take them with me. Okay. Those were attributes that I became conscious of about myself. So what could it be for you? What are you good at? And if you don't know, then this is why you need to have personal development as part of your entrepreneur journey. Okay, sometimes we just are so skill based. We are thinking about, oh, we need to do this script and this script and this and this and that, but you're not stuck because you don't know what script to use. You are stuck because you don't know enough about yourself to self-promote yourself, to step to the table, to get the confidence, to get into these conversations, to say, hey, you know what? I want to talk to you about these products because I am the best upline there is, right? For example, I am the one that will never leave you in the dust. I'm the one that will always find out the answer when I don't know the answer. It's that level of confidence that will get you to take the action and not let your emotions run the show. Okay, so step number 3 would be to reframe your thoughts. This is what I was just talking about. You have to reframe your thoughts. Shifting the mindset is really important. And it's about how you perceive yourself. So if you perceive yourself as a sleazy salesperson, because that's a thought that's running the show for you, if you're thinking about yourself as a sleazy salesperson, you will not take the action that it will take for you to have conversations to even see if anyone would want your product. You need to have a different mindset about yourself. You need to have a different perspective about yourself. Who are you and why is it okay for you to go and reach out? See, I have come across so many network marketers now that all are saying, I've done a couple of the conversations with people that they knew, that they were comfortable with. They said no, and then they have this conclusion that their business is just not going to work. It's just not going to work. They are not good enough. That's the imposter. It's not that they are not good enough. It's they've talked to somebody that may not be the right person for your product, which is totally okay, you guys. I mean, you would not want anyone to sell you something that you don't need, right? But you'd be very appreciative if you get sold something that you really, really need. Like if it's super freezing outside, like it is in Chicago right now, and you are coming across the fact that you have no winter jacket that fits you any longer, and boom, out of the sudden, here you go. Here's the salesperson that is saying, and one winter jacket coming right up, right? What does it mean? Oh, you're going to be like, is that the right price? I can afford it. Yes, give me. I'm going to buy right now. Why would you think it's different with your supplements, your shampoo, your Scentsy stuff, whatever you are selling? Why do you think it's different? If you come across the same person, the person that is looking for, what you need. For example, I just bought holiday scents from Scentsy, actually, right? I wanted my house to smell nice. I had a need and I filled it with buying something. That is the same thing that you need to come. But if you let your emotions run and you have a thought of, I am not good enough, I am this horrible salesperson, then you're not going to make the sale because you are simply not having the conversation. So you need, if that's your problem, you're not having enough conversations, you need to work on your perception about yourself, your perception as to how you can help somebody. That's personal development, you guys. This is not entrepreneur skills that you're needing to learn. This is personal development. You've got to work on your confidence in order to even get to the table to do this job or to learn this job, because many are not even gonna learn this job. Okay, so number 4, to overcome that imposter and actually being able to take action, would be to stop comparing yourself with others. You are not your neighbor. You are not the same as your friend from high school. You are not the same, and you can possibly not even think about all the things that they are doing. Okay, when you feel inadequate and you think, see, I periodically have this. I'm going to give you a very real life example because I do compare myself also. Okay, periodically I think to myself like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't be teaching what I'm teaching. You know, when I come across these messages of making a lot of money and like you shouldn't be coaching anybody, you know, when I compare myself with people that are coaching millionaires, or when I compare myself with people who are coaching 7-figure earners, I'm not quite there yet at the moment. Okay, I'm not quite there yet in my entrepreneurship. In my other job, I am, but not in entrepreneurship. So it's kind of like, should I coach anybody? And then I'm thinking, yeah, I should definitely coach people, because what I am coaching is I am coaching personal development. I am not coaching how to scale your business in you know, whatever on the social medias. I am teaching you how to actually have enough confidence, resilience, and overcoming your mindset issues so you can even get to be an entrepreneur, because that is what it is, right? The fact that so many of us purchase this welcome pack and we have these dreams of being an entrepreneur, but then we are not doing anything about it. We are not getting to the point that we want to. Okay, so see, when I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not the millionaire maker, right? I shouldn't be coaching anybody. Yeah, I should be. Okay, I had to, like, the imposter wants to creep in, and then I have to remind myself, what are my skills? What is my skill set? And do I have a skill set that is worth for someone to invest in me? Absolutely. You know why? Not only did I learn a framework of coaching and how to do this, but I also have done it myself over and over and over. I have developed myself through those trenches, through this gap. I have done this myself. I have walked this walk, and I have gotten myself to a point of taking consistent action all the time, right? And that is what you need in order for you to even be able to build anything, right? A solid foundation. So get off this emotional roller coaster, start recognizing your value, start recognizing how you can contribute into this, because you need to lead with value, right? You're supposed to be doing these things with value first. Well, how can you provide value if you don't know what your value could be? If you have zero idea how to package and market your product that you have going on, how are you going to provide value, and how are you going to start the conversations, and how are the conversations going to lead anywhere? Okay, so that's basically why you need to seek a mentor and why you need to have support from someone, because sometimes you also have to you have blind spots. You don't know these things about you. You need someone, you know, I mean, not a lot of people stand there and say, I am so good in this and this and this and this. Most people are humble. Most people are not knowing what they are good at, and it takes somebody to help them figure this out. Okay. All right, so that's basically what that is. You need to stop comparing yourself with others. You also need to embrace a lifelong journey of learning. You know, every level has a new devil, and it's always something new. So wherever you start, that's where you start, and then you continue to go and grow and grow and grow. This is, by the way, why my mentorship program renews every 3 months, so that you can kind of, you can do it, run a quarter, then you can figure out where you are, you redefine, and then you keep going from there. What's really, really important is that you define what success looks like for you, okay? That is key, what I found out. What is success look like for you? What is your next step? What is your path? What is your journey going to be? Because here's the thing. If you never feel success, like I've been told, do one sale a day, do one sale a day, do one sale a day, one sale a day. And I got so frustrated because I could not do one sale a day at that time. I could not do one sale a day. So I'm like, okay, well, I am just the imposter. I am awful. I am horrible. I don't think I can do any of that. No, I can. I just couldn't do one sale a day yet. Okay. What I needed to do is I needed to have a different step. I needed to have a step that was way less than what some other people were doing. But I compared myself with people that were like 10 steps ahead of me. I needed to put myself back and start where I was. I had to recognize where I was. And then I needed to define what was my next step going to look like. How should I go? Okay. It is important to do that. And then you need to be compassionate with yourself. Recognize when you have a hard day. Recognize it, learn from it, plan for the next, and keep going. Okay? It's messy. It's you failing forward, and that is what it is. And, it's not like, oh, you put yourself out there on a live camera and then boom, next day you're going to have a bunch of people all saying, yes, I want to buy your product. That is not how it's going to be. Okay? But you just have to train yourself to take one step in front of the other, one step in front of the other. You learn something, you apply it, you work it. You learn something, you apply it, you work it. You learn something, you apply it, you work it. And that, my friend, takes a lot of discipline. And if you are like me, I've never been taught discipline. I have never been taught how to do the things on a daily basis over and over and over again, because my brain, see, I have a little bit of an ADHD brain. My brain is very, what do I want to say about that? My brain is very flighty. Like I want to say, oh yeah, that's interesting. Oh, that's curious. And, and I'm very creative and I start like going in million directions. Well, but every single day I'm starting something new. So it's kind of like, think about it. It's kind of like you're wanting to water a plant. Okay. You want to water the plant. You're holding the garden hose and the garden hose is shooting out the water. Okay. So you were holding the plant or you're holding the garden hose with the water going. And then you are like, oh, we got to move left, right, even if it's just like that. What do you think is going to happen to that water? Okay. That water is never going to make that flower grow, because it will go to the left of it, to the right of it, and back of it, because you're constantly changing, you're constantly moving. But I was doing that because I wasn't confident enough in what I knew I could bring to the table. Okay. And that's where that came from. Basically, that's why things have been changing so much. And if you have been following me for like some time, you probably see that I grow, that I keep growing through these obstacles, through this, and I change all the time. I learn something. I do exactly what I ask you to do. I learn something, I apply it, I work it, I learn something, I apply it, I work it. And that's how you walk forward. That's how you end up making progress. Okay. And that is how you overcome that imposter syndrome in this competitive industry. The people that will lose are the people that get stuck. The people that will lose are the people that are not moving, not the people that are failing. The people that are failing, they're fine. But if you are never moving, that's when you are going to lose. So I hope this was valuable today. If it is, please make sure you also check out my free online course, www.walkitfree.com/help. It will give you the foundation that you need for you to identify where you are and from what step you need to work forward. Because personal development is so multifaceted. Everyone is on a different step, okay? on a different path, on a different, like if you imagine this cobblestone road, everyone is a little bit different. Some are a little bit higher, some a little bit wobblier, it's all different. So you need to get into this course to identify where you are at, so then you can plan your next step and you know what tools you need, what resources you are going to need to level up, basically. Where do you need to heal? Where do you need to connect? And how can you level up? That's what you're going to find out in that course. So hope to see you there. Bye.